This decade, people around the world woke up to a grim reality. Climate change is here. It's happening now, and it could very easily get much, much worse. It is time to wake up and smell the coffee. Take a look.
Summer is here, a shroud of temperate air sweeping in and enveloping the northern Italy's Presena glacier in a stifling hug. Average temperatures continue to climb, and some glaciers which have been retreating for a while threaten to disappear completely. While others like the Presena glacier are being protected by the sun with huge reflective tarps.
We cover the glacier with geotextile tarpaulin, which has the function of reflecting the sunlight, keeping the temperature lower than the external one, and therefore keeping as much snow as possible.
The Presena glacier is continuously shrinking. Since 1993, it has lost more than 1/3 of its volume. Over 100,000 square kilometers has been placed under wraps to stop the glacier from melting. Crumbling mountains and unsteady glaciers are familiar challenges in the Alps. Climate change is altering the landscape and its hazards in ways that scientists are still trying to understand. Italy, at cultural crossroads since before the time of the Romans, has been losing its glaciers at an alarming rate over the past 3 decades, mainly due to human-made climate change. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change estimates that if global warming continues unabated, we could lose most of the planet's ice cover by the end of the century. The world's glaciers are literally disappearing from under our feet. They are threatened by the heat that melts ice and stresses sea creatures, and by pollution that disturbs ecosystems. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
And now let's take a look at stories making news in the world of entertainment. Actor, comedian and former anchor Dale Hewley announced that he tested positive for coronavirus after collapsing on stage during a show in Nashville. Hewley was suffering from exhaustion after working and traveling during the week. In an Instagram post, Hewley said the positive diagnosis came after a battery of tests were performed when he was taken to Nashville's St. Thomas Hospital on Friday night after his collapse. He further added that he will be going back to his hotel room to quarantine for 2 weeks after leaving the hospital.